Hey, what's up, YouTube? And Happy New Year. Y'all, Happy New Year. I pray that all is well with you. I hope you had happy holidays and ushered in 2020 or 2021 in a fantabulous way. This is Polo with Polo Trading LLC. And I'm going to keep this video super short, but it is week 22 of the $100 ARK ETF challenge. For those who don't know, my name is Polo. I've been investing the past 20 years in different ways and mostly out of a hobby. But recently, because of COVID and everything, I'm like, hey, I need to really figure out and get serious about investing. I really want to focus on long term growth. So I started looking at ETFs, which I thought was a better, safer way, low calculated risk. And I started seeing so many. There's too many to keep track of. Like I don't want to go that route. But I kept seeing somebody's name, face, and that was no other than Miss Kathy Wood. She was a phenomenal investor, been involved in investing longer than I've been alive and responsible for billions. She is the CEO, CIO of ARK Investment, and she's already had a stellar past experiences as well. But in 2020, just she outshined in 2020. I'm going to tell a little bit later, and I realized that she had actually 7 different ETFs, 5 main ones. Okay. And I really like, what is this all about? But she really cares about disruptive innovation. Disruptive innovation impacts and concerns all of our lives and changes the way the world works. If a company is changing the way the world works and operates, she's going with it, right? So that was one of the main things I liked about it. And then so far, I was like, okay, let's go with this. Long story short, I didn't know which ETF to really sink my teeth into because she had 7 of them. So I was like, you know what? I'll just put $100 in each of them and see how they grow. Right. So this is the $100 ARK ETF challenge. I encourage you, especially if at the beginning of 2021, if you are not doing this, listen, I'm going to share some of this stuff by the end of the video. And I hope you understand, like, yo, this is serious. I better listen to Polo. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I just share information and share experiences. Right. So with that being said, I'm closed out that I wanted to just go over just the last year of ARK ETF, right? The different her different ETFs. ARK FinTech. This is ARK F. Okay. Um, uh, Before I do, yeah, like it has gone up over the last year, 105%. Okay. I hope y'all are hearing me. It started at $24. Affected by the COVID dip. This is what I call the COVID dip. In February and March, the stocks went down. Okay. And it hurt this stock is now at $49.71, right? Started at 24, not 25, 24. It's doubled. Okay, 100%. ARK G 175% over the past of 2020. People have been losing their jobs and struggling. This stock is going up 175%. Next, ARK Innovation, ARK K, 144%. ARK Q, 103%. ARK W, 152%. Israel one, it's going up 30%. The Israel stock, the Israel ETF, and her 3D printing ETF, 41%. She has been doing things. So right now I want to show how mine been going, right? Because I started in August 9th, Sunday, August 10th, Monday, August 10th, 2020. I put $100 in each of them at the beginning of the market. So I didn't even do the pre-market stuff. I waited and I set it. It automatically started, right? It put in $100, and this last week was actually kind of rough. Okay, is a lot of people were taking money out of the market to take out any of the losses that they might have had. So that that affected the market. That's something that I learned. I did not know that happened. I didn't know a huge amount of people would take their money out of the market and then they would end up to get all the losses because you can write off a certain amount of losses on taxes. Okay, so if you made a lot of money, or you want to get all your losses, or you just anything that you might have been holding, people just got rid of. I did not know that happened, so it actually dipped. And we got the election stuff still crazy. We still got the president still saying he think he won the election. That's just bananas, but whatever. But we got still got the Georgia, the election in Georgia happening in 2 days. All right, so it's a lot going on this week. So we're not out to clear it. COVID is still going up, and I always repeat that the stock market is not the economy. There's a huge amount of what we call institutions who make investments, who make huge investments. Kathy Wood herself, the ARK investment, literally have billions and billions in the market that fluctuates the market way higher and lower than my little bit of $100 per ETF would ever do. All right. And now there more are becoming more retail investors. Retail investors meaning look like people like you and me who invest through Robinhood or Webull or even Cash App. Listen, if you do not have one of these, I always provide my the links that I share with people whenever they want to get in started in investing. I literally just had a friend who came over and he was like, "Hey man, I invested $20 in Tesla because of what you told me, and now it's $30." He's excited, right? But we also understand that you have to have money to make that money to invest in, right? So it's about priority, right? So I hope in your 2021 you prioritize. Because listen, this week 22, I apologize, I'm getting off track here. Like things went down, right? But we still at 1,000. I started out at 700. Now we're at 1,000. It did go, it decreased. It decreased over $40 from last week again. But and now here's the thing. This is what I'm excited about. This is another reason why I'm doing this for 52 weeks. This is why I'm doing this for 52 weeks. Because now we had green, 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 couple reds, green, red, green, green, then several reds. But after our first that huge red, 57%, almost 58% down. I'm sorry, not $58 down. It increased to $80. So and then it might have hit took a little $9 dip. But after that, it was going up and up and up and up and up every week after that. So now I'm going to check it out. I'm going to see what happens, right? Well, this like we lost $40 this past week. Will we go up, or will we have another record-setting high? These ETFs are at all-time highs. Like, will they keep going up? Like, what would happen? Will COVID knock them down? What will happen? Personally, if I saw this, I'm like, okay, they down a little bit. Let me try to grab in some more, right? Let me try to grab some more of ARK G and ARK K. Why they down a little bit? Because we see they're doing really well. Let me grab a little bit more of ARK F, right? So ARK Q even, maybe even ARK W, right? Yeah, ARK W too. Israel and Print, they doing well. So I ain't mad at them. I'm not mad at them, but but here's the thing, right? So that's what happened recently this week. Here's what I'm excited about this week, right? So I'll share that with you. Here's what I forgot about. Here's the one great thing about ETFs as well. A lot of them do provide dividends, right? Because I got this message. I got all these little messages on on December 31st, right? I was getting ready preparing for the new year and all that, and they said, "Oh, you got some dividends coming." I'm like, "Dividends? Oh, I forgot about the dividends." And what is a dividend? Pretty much, dividends are when the company returns a portion of its profits to shareholders. And I like the way Robinhood, basically break it down. If dividends are a quarterly payment from a company's profits distributed to its shareholders, quarterly or maybe even yearly, right? And here's what I found, right? Here's what I found that on December 31st, I'm gonna get just another $1.23 of ARK, ARK Autonomous, the technology and robots. I think that's the ARK Q, the FinTech ARK F. I get 51 cents of that. Yeah, ARK Next Generation Internet. That's ARK W. I get $1.89. And the Genomic Revolution ETF. That's ARK G. I get $1.45 of that. And then dividend, right? From ARK Innovation ETF, I get $2.51 of that. So that's why that's the stock of the week. I get $2.51. So I appreciate that. I'm excited about that. That's what I like about another aspect about ARK of ETFs, right? You get dividends, you get paid for owning the stock, and the stock is doing really well, right? This particular stock, these particular ETFs are doing extremely well. So that's something I just want to share, and I hope you all understand that again about building wealth, about building these things up. I really shout out to Uncle Larry, who and I'll tag the video. I'll share it. I've shared it already once on my Facebook page. So if you're seeing this via Facebook, just scroll down. You should see the page from Uncle Larry. He shared about his $1 million cup of coffee challenge. Not talking about any network marketing, anything like that. I won't stop sharing. But how you can take the $5 a day that you will spend on coffee and actually invest it into the market and find a company that provides at least 30 to 50, I think 35, 40% return per year. I just showed you several of them. Right? If you just invest $5 a day into that company for the next 20 years, after the end of 20 years, it'll be a multi-millionaire. Like it'll be a million, right? Over $1 million in 20 years. I'll be turning 40 soon. I would love to be able to say, yo, I followed the advice and now I'm 60 and I ain't got to worry about retirement. It's a lot of people out here hurting and struggling. I don't take that for granted. Like, listen, y'all, like I'm a a humanitarian, a humanist to the heart. Things break my heart when I see stuff happening. When I see certain people who have worked so hard and for so long, and they did not plan financially. Um, if you are watching this video, I might be preaching to the choir. All right, but for those who have not started investing, for those who are 20 years old, like I said, I'm about to turn 40. I just when I started learning how to invest, playing with it. I'm just not getting serious. I wish I would have been serious about it 20 years ago. I'm trying to make sure that all my mentees and everybody in my family can encouraging them start trading, especially with these companies that are offering people to get free stock when whether it's like, oh, you got to put $100 into the market. I just showed you. I've been showing you all where to put $100 into the market. I've been showing you. It's easy. Okay. It's not sleazy. It's easy. If you may not have 100, put 10 in. Okay. Please just get started and let it grow. Like I said, I literally just had a friend. He came over tonight. He's like, oh man, I'm glad you said something. I got it's $30 now. He's like, it's crazy. I never even been in a Tesla. I only see him on the streets. Like he admits it, right? So listen, y'all, this ain't for it's not for everybody, but everybody can participate, especially with the doors of entry being lower than ever before. If you want to get some stocks, the company saying, yo, please give us $100. Okay, like Webull. If you want 400, if you want four stocks, Webull will give them to you if you when you put in $100 into the market, right? Robinhood, Cash App, Square, which is basically Square. Okay, and also even those who use, I always share the Coinbase. Cryptocurrency right now is at an all-time high, and alternative coins. And if you like me, like if you don't like all the ups and downs, how much they travel up and down, there's actually some coins that actually stack, which give you kind of like a dividend every 3 days, every 5 days that reinvest right back into it itself. So it's so many different ways to build wealth, accumulate wealth. And again, it's not just about getting rich and say, "Oh, I'm so rich," I'm rich this, I'm rich that. No, it's about really building wealth to have provide security for what you really want to do. Because 2020 was hard on a lot of people. 2020, the remnants of 2020 is still lingering on. So, like I said, I don't want to make this video long. I hope you all have a really great 2021. But please, let's start making this money, not just to not just to say we making money, just be making money. It's really to free ourselves up in order so we can really do and serve and work and be with our families when we can't work for situations like COVID is going on right now, right? So anyway, but it's ways to make money. Make it smart. Find people you trust. I listen to Larry. I listen to Chris Sane. Every once in a while, I listen to Charlie, the Zip Trader, right? Because I listen to them, those three. I actually bought 100 shares of a company BNGO. Never heard of them before, right? I bought 100 shares at $2.71 for $270, and about end day was $400. Are y'all hearing me? I hope that works. Coin like so figure out what's best for you, what works for you, and to figure out how to make your money work for you so you ain't got to keep working all the time. All right. Hope all is well. See you all next week. God bless.